All right, daily recap. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Pretty bad day today. Wednesday, July 22nd. Let's just jump in right away off rip. We had sold off overnight. Really clean framework for longs into previous day high. Delivered right off 9:30. No opportunity to get in anything. Looking for a cont long here. No opportunity to get in anything. Got a cont long here, break even, and then took a loss shorting, no, longing here after we SMT'd like this. I was looking to get a cheeky long into previous day high and took a L. So, yeah, let's hop into that. So, basically, I don't know where these drawings are. I have so many here. Ooh. Right here. Ooh. Which one's that? All right, those are the drawings, I guess. Them is the drawings. Yeah, so we rally off rip, nothing to really do. Also coming from home from an exam at this point. Nothing to do, nothing to do. Also here, no real SMT to short or anything. But then going into 1050, I was looking at longs. We had a little cheeky SMT here, and this was the breaker. Now this would have been technically at some point a break even here in PM session. But realistically, like my whole thing with this was the stop loss was kind of big. Like it wasn't like extreme, but it was like 66 points. And I was just like, let me be cheeky and let me get in for 60 point stop loss because that's kind of always like my go-to when the stop is huge. I like to look for around 60. So I thought like, okay, if I do that, then why not do that here? And even with the 60 point stop loss, had I gotten filled, a 2R would have never actually hit. So I guess in the end of the day, it's potatoes, but no. NQ literally felt like, what? 2 ticks short of retracing to my entry. Didn't get a fill. Price rallied, etc., etc. Unfortunate, but also this just ended up revolving around in a break even because we didn't actually go take previous day high, which even though we SMT'd it, I thought we were still going to take it. Like it seemed logical to me. But hey, what are you going to do? Then what else? Yeah, 1150, we kind of had this setup where it was pretty ugly how it formed, and we had this order block or this breaker here that I actually ended up using. We did end up closing above in the macro. We had some sort of SMT, I'm sure. The reason I'm kind of saying this kind of like it's whatever is because when we were like chopping here, ES had run this high, which was my break even on NQ. And after a while of this chop, I was just like, all right, bro, I'm going to break even. The SMR is not super clean. The delivery is even worse. And we have an SMT at the external and a high time frame SMT at previous day high. This looks like it's not going to go for now. And I was right about that, but I'm just going to get rid of this. So ended up round tripping a break even there kind of. Then we ran down into here, did not quite take the low. And then we kind of got this displacement higher back towards these, relative equal highs up here, low resistance, and this AM high up here. And we got this breaker here where on this retrace post 1 p.m. open, we had 50-minute consecutive with YM. YM went down and took these out. Obviously, NQ doesn't. And we get the strong displacement close above. And at this point, I was just like, okay, we get a cheeky, quick break even, right? And we're kind of eyeing previous day high to happen now in PM was kind of the idea, right? Previous day high from all the way back here. Yeah, no, never mind that idea. Um, we just got stopped out pretty efficiently there, I will say. No nonsense, just quick and dirty. See you later. That's just how that goes. And then afterwards, there was nothing else to trade. Yeah, so like best case scenario, I guess you could argue maybe don't take this trade, don't take this trade, do take this trade and get break even. But I think this long here was fine. Like I had a pretty clear draw on liquidity. Um, the one thing I don't like is the fact that we actually didn't take this low. So we were longing with low resistance liquidity here. You know, maybe that's not the way to go. Um, but hey, man. Yeah, I thought it was still, it's a valid setup, first of all. And I also think like it's a sensible setup to take. Um, had our drawn liquidity actually been previously high and we were just kind of messing around here before going to take it and kind of baiting shorts with it looking like we're kind of consolidating below it and might not take it, which I mean, that's actually exactly what we ended up doing. Just, what I said, we might be baiting is kind of what we did because after this, price actually has sold off like probably a good 500 more handles overnight. So yeah, that's great. But yeah, I mean that's the day. Down 1R. Stings. How's the week looking? Monday we were up 1R, should have been 3. Tuesday we were down R. Today we were down R. So we should be up, still 1R, but instead we are down 1R. So that's just pretty annoying. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I think executed the model. It just happened to not quite work out today. And that's how it's gonna be sometimes.